Hello, everyone. How's it going? Boy, I broke something. I really messed it up. But we're back in action again. Oh. I can't. So for some reason, I was like, oh, well, I could stream today. Why don't I go ahead and stream today? That'll be great. And I remember it was like on Wednesday I was about to stream, but I ended up forgetting I had a recording session with someone. So I had to like bail out. But when I went to go make the stream on YouTube, you have to like set up like a page to do the stream. And what I forgot was like, oh, I'll just reuse that one and just change a couple things, right? And what I forgot is at the end of that stream, I made it private because I completely borked the thing. Like I broke it because, you know, obviously I couldn't stream. I would think I was like live for like 10 minutes. Only like Lizzie Babs, I think, and maybe a few other randos stopped in before I had to stop streaming. So that's why there's a couple things that are broken on my end because I was trying to troubleshoot last minute. I was like, what did I do? Thank you for the Bloxin/Lorazia. You helped me figure it out. We got there. And now it would seem the link does work. I'm making sure I'm going to use a different browser. I'm still literally troubleshooting. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is working. Okay. I didn't see that Zaru made a video. You guys have to understand, because I make derpy content like this, and I work a full-time job, I don't normally got time to watch other stuff, but I did actually catch the edited down version of the S-Fan video, and I didn't know that he originated from Private Serverland. I thought that was pretty cool to at least know that about him. I didn't know that about him. I mean, I guess according to some sources, he did call out the fact that the lawsuit targeted Shagu. Even he knew Shagu's an add-on developer, not a Turtle WoW person. So that should tell you something. That should tell you something about... Don't get me wrong. If you're gonna make a lawsuit, go after the people you're supposed to go after, not people who are making add-ons, who don't even make money. I mean, you can literally see, and now it's closed, by the way, Shagu's Ko-Fi. I think he made like, maybe $60 in the last 2 years. Ooh, Blizzard, you're missing the money. For a guy that's making an add-on for a non-existing version of your game, he's probably the mastermind. It's so irresponsible. You want to go after Torta? Do it. No one's gonna go like, no, wait a second, that's not the right person. Everyone's like, yeah, that's who you go after. You go after your PR department. Yeah, Akalix was the real mastermind behind everything. Dude's like a college kid trying to pick up a side gig, and you go after him. I'm still indignant. Not much has changed in that respect. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna be honest, okay? I don't get paid. And if I did, I'm not getting paid enough to get stressed about this stuff. You feel me? I'm trying to breathe. Just a couple nice breaths. I need to take that Italian side of me and just push it down a little bit. It's okay. We're all gonna be okay. We're all on this stupid rock for a limited amount of time. Let's just enjoy life a little bit and acknowledge not everyone can see the world that way. I am a little mad that for some reason I can't get... I immediately go back into anger mode. I'm like, I can't get OBS to do the thing it normally does now because I reset everything. Because normally what I would do, I would have, I don't want multi-view. What happens if I do that? That doesn't do anything for me. Does that mean I can? So I have no idea what I'm doing with this. Come with me as I explore how OBS works. What if I do this? Oh, that changes you to that. What? Okay, but where's the full screen version? You guys can't see any difference, but on my screen, I see every single scene I've ever made. Like look at this. I can go... I'm not using this scene for any reason. I got this one going. I could switch them real quick. That's cool. What would be cooler is if I was actually... The scene I'm on was full screened. No, not in the cards. Okay, what if I full screen... There we go. Okay. Apparently, whatever I did to the UI changed where it is. All right. Oh, no. Be small for a second. Go back up there. Okay. All right. Now I'm feeling a bit more in my element. Sorry. Let me check out chat. I'm still breathing. Let me say hello to a couple people, too. I see Nina, by the way, hello. Ploxin / Lorazia, thanks again for the help. Nixius, Adrian, and Drew, what's up? What's up? Today we're doing a little something. Now, I know some people find, and listen, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong about this. Some people find farming a little dry. I don't. I find it calming, meditative, and like I said, my levels are up. I need to kind of calm down. I could do lashers, but like lashers is like me time, you know? So I'm thinking, oh, I still like, Shabiji is an herbalist and a miner. I'll take off. She's in her, her Miami Vice outfit. Look at the fit. Look at that. Hell yeah, brother. She's been slinging that dream foil on the auction house, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna go. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of wander. A couple good spots that I like going are Winter Spring, Ashara, Ungoro. I don't normally go to Eastern Kingdoms. I suppose the Plague Lands in general would be good. What else would be good over there? I guess Blasted Lands? Not yeah, I guess Blasted Lands to some extent. Maybe Burning Steppe could be good too. Yeah, generally, I think I normally stay on Kalimdor, usually when I just go running around. Not just because I'm Horde, but because... Actually, maybe it is just because I'm Horde. So, let's get that crack-a-lackin', you know? I raided Nax last night. I need to get Chronometer, I think. I have some really sweaty Parselord stuff to talk about for Elemental Shaman, as is usual on Tuesdays, because I usually come off of a Nax raid and I'm like, I want to talk about something. Other than that, you know, I'm pretty much chilling. I'm still trying to figure this math out. I don't want to log onto a Bombswin to show stuff off, but because she has a flask running. I think I had to pop a flask like right as I got the Sapphiron in Nax, which means I have most of a flask left. I could still use that for AQ40. Not that I necessarily want to, but Raukangren, I know that's true. So, all right, let me break down the maths. All right. we'll use my little notepad here just to demonstrate a couple things. Where's my notepad? Okay, so what you need to know is that regularly elemental old style is like chain lightning, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, chain lightning. That's usually your rotation, right? Turtle WoW. By the way, technically you're always dropping Syrian Totem for both, but for Turtle WoW, here's the thing. You want to do Fire Shock. Okay. And this puts on a 15-second damage over time. Now, here's the thing. Note, Magma Blast refreshes this, okay? So now we have a math problem. Chain Lightning is 1.5 seconds. Lightning Bolt is 2. So here's the math problem. You have to also factor in two different things. Molten Blast also has travel time. So you want to make sure it hits. So assuming you do Fire Shock, right? And that's the only Fire Shock you're going to do. Now, you have to have your Molten Blast hit before 15 seconds. So Chain Lightning, we're at 1.5. Lightning Bolt, we're at 3.5, right? That's 2 seconds. Lightning Bolt, now we're at 5.5. Line Break. Lightning Bolt, we're at 7.5. Okay, looking so good so far. Chain Lightning, oops. It's 1.5, so we are at 9 seconds. Lightning Bolt puts you at 11. You want to do one more Lightning Bolt. One more. And this is where it gets tricky. If you do the Lightning Bolt, that's going to put you at 13. You can't see that, but... Lightning Bolt, 13. So, Magma Blast takes 2 seconds to cast. So, technically, you don't want to do it at this point because it'll be 2 seconds and you'll be at 15 seconds. And then the spell still has to travel to hit the guy. So, technically, what you want to do here is Molten Blast. This is a very awkward rotation. If you've done Elemental Shaman, it's weird because you're like, I want to hit Chain Lightning the second it's off cooldown. And now you are at, this will bring you to 13. So you have like 2 seconds for it to travel there. It'll hit in 2 seconds. Molten Blast by itself is definitely a DPS loss. However, if you keep that dot up, it's a DPS gain. So, anyway, what I'm trying to illustrate is that this is a lot more complex than this. You see what I'm saying? There's a little bit of time savings you can get, I believe, because if you have a tier 3 set, the 2 second cast is really like 1.8. I mean, whatever. So there's a world where maybe if you have a little bit of haste gear, you can eke out this into a lightning bolt. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about when I've been theory crafting and thinking about stuff for elemental. Buzz, today's topic is I'm farming and I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to chill. You know, it was a stressful weekend. And I'm not joking. I talked to Dan from the radio and I'm like, Dog, listen, I had a crazy weekend. I didn't really get to relax. I just did news stuff. I'm not doing the weekly radio news. If I do it, I'm going to do like some market news and maybe a changelog update. I'm not going to do my normal weekly stuff. And he's like, that's fine. Take the week off. It's good. Which, by the way, I have no contract, no schedule. This is just something I do. So it's just like free content I throw out, but I still like to keep the radio team aware of what content I'll be providing. All right, you know what? This minimap's too small. I need to make it big. Thanks to Shagu, aka Mr. Notorious, Mr. Probably the secret mastermind behind Turtle WoW. I am still salty about that. Like, could happen to anyone else. If I got named in that lawsuit, I would be less upset than I am that Shagu was named. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, sometimes just genuine good people and you hate when bad things happen to them. It's like one of those situations. Yeah, El Crusoe, he was. In general, I try to follow, like, ethical reporting standards and just not naming people willy-nilly. Technically, it is a piece of public information, but because I personally know that there are inaccuracies in it, I believe it is unethical to, say, oh, they said this, and then you'd look at it and be like, oh, I know his name. I don't want to promote that. You know what I'm saying? So, for that reason, all I'll say is, yeah, they named him. Oh, yeah, Lorazia, that's even better. That's like it's like it just got worse. Shagu was upset with the community that was being a jerk to him. Completely valid based on some of the stuff that I had seen, right? And then he gets named in a lawsuit. So he had already stepped back, and he still got named. It's like insult to injury. So, Nixius, what I would say is, from what little, again, not a lawyer, not legal advice. What I will say is, my understanding is that trying to destroy things that are already publicly out there could be construed as destroying evidence. What's done is done, all right? If you try to hide it, it's just going to be a matter for public discourse to later look at and go, why were you doing that, if it ever comes up. By the way, it's not going to come up. I'm not staking my name on that claim, but homie, we're content creators. We're catering to a community. We're not kingpins in this RICO case. we're players first. If they want to go after people who consumed Turtle WoW, then we are one of many. And in which case, I think that would be wild. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Shagu, I can guarantee you, Shagu did not know this was coming. I can guarantee you that. Mostly because, Shagu's the homie, right? I've had private chats with him and stuff. He was absolutely crestfallen and upset that this happened. Which just made me even more sad for him. So he was stepping down. This was about a month plus ago. I even did a little stream about it. Oh, we got Elemental Earth. Let's go. Because, so he wasn't I think officially, he just didn't want to be involved with the turtle community as he didn't want to hang out in the modding coding corner areas. He didn't want to actively play, mostly because he was just getting a lot of negativity. like a lot of people saying like, "Oh, Shagu, fix your add-on. Fix that add-on you make for free." He's just like, dude, it's too stressful. I don't want to deal with this. And then a month later, it's like, you thought that was stressful. Guess what? Yeah. And then Blizzard like dunked on him for no reason. Another person that I think is, honestly, I do not know them nearly as well as I probably talked to Shagu much more recently and in depth than I've ever talked to Neurothos, but Neurothos like has not been involved with the project for like a long time. I knew Neurothos. He used to be a guildmate of mine back when I was in South Fury Trading Co. I'm not even joking. Like my first like Vrograg, before he was ever a raider, he was a guildmate with Neurothos. Okay. Never seeing his name on there, I'm like, huh? Who? What are you talking about? I was like gobsmacked by that one. Like I could see, even though I think it's unfair, I could understand seeing someone like Aklix's name on there. You know, someone who was definitely on the team. I mean, not that I want to bring heat on myself. I had done more like contract work for the team more recently, I believe, than Neurothos has. I should be on that list more than Shagu, more than Neurothos. So that's wild to me. But I would almost invite it. Not that like I really want that stress in my life, but I would say I would almost invite it because it's a hobby for me. It would suck, don't get me wrong. It would absolutely suck. But I could just wipe my hands clean of the whole situation, right off into the sunset. Okay. And if they really wanted to press, I'll lawyer up. Man, I'll be like, listen, I was being a community advocate and I was doing like community journalist work. You really want to go after me? Go for it. Like, I was making content for a community of people I played with. I was far from a shot caller. If you think I was a shot caller, don't you think rogue tanking would still exist? I mean, come on. Think of how much I've whined about rogue tanking. I ain't in charge of anything. Yeah. I mean, Nick, it was sad to see him step back before he got named in any sort of stupid lawsuit. Like, before any of that, I was bummed. I had a whole stream it was like a depression stream. I'm like, guys, the community was stupid to Shagu, and now Shagu's leaving. You should all feel bad. You should all go send your thanks and warm feelings to Shagu because he's feeling down and out. He's not going to come back, but the least you could do is say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was what that whole stream was about. And that was like a month plus. Ooh, hello. What do we got here? We got a gemstone deposit. What are we getting? Oh, I need 310? Oh, I forgot. All right, we got the mining gloves on. Ooh, Imperial Topaz and the Azerothian Diamond. Let's go. Not an Arcane Crystal, but we'll take it. Oh, it disappeared. Shagu is the best. Shagu is the kind of person I almost kind of wish did do all the turtle stuff. Just because everything he does, he's so passionate about, he's so friendly, he listens to people. He even gives people the time of day that are like really being unfair to him. I think that's part of why he stepped back. Because he's like, I can't, this is too stressful. And that's what like a responsible, sane adult does. Like, hey, this is too much for me, I'm going to step back, you know? Whereas someone like me, I'd like go kicking and screaming and act like an absolute child the whole time. Not Shagu. Shagu's the best of us. You know what I'm saying? World of Vrograg when? I don't know, man. I think Blizzard just doesn't want us to like their game. Like, They made us, it was their fault. They made us fall in love with it. And then we're like, no, now I'm a jealous lover. You can only like me on my grounds, the way I want it. You know, guys, I don't think I'm getting as calm as I wanted to. I think it's, Shagu is like the trigger word for me. Shagu, what happened to Shagu makes me want to act irresponsibly and irrationally. Shagu about to make me act up. Yeah, well, Nuke, I even said this in my video. I don't think the Blizz devs want this. I don't think the Blizz artists want this. I don't think the Blizz composers want this. Because they're passionate about what they do. It's clear to see. They are very passionate about what they do. But like Blizzard Corporate gives them just enough rope to hang themselves with. That's all they do. You can see the inspiration in what they've put out. And it's just, Blizzard's got to twist it so it makes more money. So it kind of ruins it for the community. Time and again, we've seen it. That's why so many people in the private server community are like, nah, I'm good. I'm good with all that. Oh, there's Winters. Hello, Winters. I don't think he's watching. Winters is my guild. That means probably everything's cleared out back here, but we'll check it out. Did you hear that you have to pay for Turtle? And Haxor supports making a game. Anyone that even... Now, by the way, everyone knows that, like, I'm cool with Haxor. Haxor and I have had plenty of chats. He was instrumental in getting a lot of those community icon changes that, like, I really pushed for. Haxor's instrumental in seeing that done, right? All those that would say Haxor made the game work, man, if you tried the launcher, especially early days, yo, that didn't make the game work. That made the game break. Haxor, I say that with love, but you know. You know what it was like in the early days of that launcher. And you have like 0 people being able to QA it. The team needs it pushed out, and then you're like, well, here we go. Many sleepless nights for Haxor trying to get it to work appropriately. It was almost we're at like month 10 of it being out, and now it's kind of like, okay. And that's not a slight of Haxor. That's just like the difficulty of doing this stuff, right? It's kind of crazy when you think about what the private server scene is willing to put up with just because it's not Blizzard. We're like, well, okay, we can, like, we know this is buggy and crappy and broken and all this stuff. We'll let it go, because, well, you're still not Blizzard. Oh, what's that? You ran a bus through an orphanage? Well, you're not Blizzard, so. I swear to God, it's like that sometimes. Gemstone deposit, let's go, another one. What do you think about turning a fan project into an independent game on legal basis on your own 2.0 client? Is that possible? I think the only time that's really happened is with, like, what, League of Legends and Dota, right? I think Blizzard never wants that to happen again. That's why they bring the hammer down when something like Turtle WoW happens. That's really what this is about, right? Let's be honest. This ain't about Shagu. It's not about Haxor or Torta. It's because Blizzard sees actual, genuine, real competition that they have to be worried about, that they can't just push away with a couple C&Ds. The Turtle team really poked the bear with a bunch of advertisements, making it very clear that Turtle exists. Turtle's here. It's the fact of the matter is, push comes to shove, Blizzard had to do something, right? So I can't fault Blizzard for doing that. I just think the methods they used were underhanded and kind of slimy. You know, you want to put out that lawsuit, go for it. Please do. I think it's actually fair for you to do that. It could be a good avenue to get some people at the table and have a conversation. But scaring and like terrorizing people in the community is not a good first step. You don't start off negotiations by threats. You don't. You can, but that's not a good way to do it. So immediately it seems like Blizzard's sort of making it known where they're standing. And a lot of my video was sort of painting the picture of the history of what Blizzard does, you know? Whether it's internally with their staff or externally with how they dealt with Nost. There's a reason why people in the private server community don't trust Blizz. Like, the people that run servers don't trust them. Like, they had PIs threatening people on Nost. Oh, they weren't threatening, they're just private eyes. Dude, if you have a private eye show up at your home asking questions about Blizzard, yeah, guess what, dog? That's a threat. I don't care how you slice it. Oh, well, that wasn't Blizzard. Yeah, it was just private eyes they hired. Dude, it's the same thing. I couldn't uncheck red only so my settings wouldn't save. Huh? Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, license the game. Hell, I saw this really good comment on my video comments. Someone said Blizzard should franchise it. I don't know if maybe some of the European people might have like a different understanding of that word, but at least in America, right? A good example is like McDonald's. Most McDonald's aren't owned by McDonald's. They're owned by other like investment firms or stuff like that. And what they do is they put money into a building. They work with McDonald's corporate to get their restaurant to hit certain thresholds of like, okay, if you make a burger, it has to look, right? They have like those things. And then once they do it, they're like, okay, now you can run it however you want. That's more or less what franchising is. You have a sort of corporate oversight and you pay a sort of franchise fee to operate it how you see fit. Listen, I'm sure if Blizzard showed up to you know, the hovel in, you know, wherever the heck in Russia or whatever, with a document that said, hey, we'll back off, just pay this licensing fee. Do you think they wouldn't pay a fee? I mean, unless it was absolutely exorbitant. Do you think they wouldn't pay it? And what's the downside? You get money for free. You don't even need to pony up the staff. You don't need to pony up anything. You just show up and collect a check. My brother, that is the corporate dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cannot understand why someone wouldn't just jump at that. Corporate fat cats, call me. I got the idea. I got it solved. It's easy. So, I mean, that's again why I'm like, it's kind of mean-spirited to go about the way they did. If it was really about money, they would approach it differently. If it was really about copyright, they would approach it differently. If it was really about, like, sort of making a more public stance at, hey, we're not going to let private servers happen, dude, no one in PR was consulted about this. Because anyone in a PR firm, and I know a tiny bit about PR, when you learn journalism, you essentially learn PR because PR is just biased journalism if you think about it hard enough. Anything like that, any public lawsuit, you need to run it by PR because they're going to be like, okay, we see you have some names. Are you sure these names are people that are actually involved? Because do you understand that if they're not, this could be seen in a really bad public relations light? That's their job. That's what they're there to do. Man, no one was consulted, dude. It was pretty obvious. Yeah, I mean, there's the Project 1999. There's plenty of templates on how this can work, and still, it's like, nah. Now we'll take it this way. Blizzard wants to protect their IP, and they absolutely should, but you can... My brother is in corporate. You could have your cake and eat it too. There's no lose here. So what's the point of playing Turtle Out if they get shut down? Well, I think that mini blinks, that's sort of a deeper question. What's the point? What is the point? People like myself, now like my personal feelings about Blizzard, if I never play a Blizzard game again in my life, I'm good. Oh, Lacid, I'm sorry. I mean, you walked right by it, Lacey. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, yeah, so there's a lot of that going on. But why play WoW at all, right? You could, again, I brought up this point before, and I don't think many people can refute it. You could lose your account on Blizzard Official too. Like, what is the point? The point's to have fun. The point's to make friends, enjoy community. You can still do that. If it gets shut down, that sucks. But guess what? Sometimes games stop happening. Sometimes you stop playing games. Sometimes things get in the way. Sometimes life happens, you know? And then you can just move on and do something else. It's okay. If you make WoW your life, then that's a problem. Like, I think genuinely. I promote healthy, balanced lifestyles for everyone here. And people are still playing like the lawsuit is happening. I mean, yeah. Some big market fluctuations. Oh man, I can't even imagine what the market looks like. Hold on, wait a second. Speaking of which, do I still have some? Oh, hold on. I think I can. Oh yeah, just to show you guys. Will this actually show my top screen? I actually don't know. I think it will. I don't know if it's going to show all of it. That's what my top screen looks like. I'm currently doing scans of all the auction houses. It's you can see. That's it. Oh, when WoW isn't at the top, that's what's up there. So, I am very curious to see what the markets do. Like will a Blizzard lawsuit make everyone sell off all their goods? It's like, okay, but there's a massive sell-off. Well, you can't take the gold with you, homie. Like, what's the plan? People trying to liquidate their assets and then try to like sell it to like an RMT person. That ain't a good idea. That's how you're gonna get that account banned. Just because a lawsuit happened did not mean the GM suddenly went asleep. The GMs are like the most secretive bunch of them all. I'm not even joking. A lot of them are also players, right? So they don't want their guilds or people like that to know they have GM accounts that have like administration rights or anything like that. So yeah, happy hunting for the RMT people. Buy low, sell high. That's it, Nixius. That's the gig. That's what we're all dreaming of. We want to make it big by losing it all. Everyone loves an underdog story. I like doing Urban and Ashara now with the new flask recipes. Now when I see Golden Sansam, now when I see Sungrass, I'm not just riding on by. I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on. There's a little bit of coin right there, ain't there? I got my keybind so I can keep switching back and forth. If you have PFUI made by the mustache twirling villain Shagu, you can do /farm to have a bigger mini-map. You can also change the opacity. See that? It makes it nice and big for you. Because like normally when I have it small for me, it's like this. So it's a nice little tool. Not everyone likes PFUI, but I do. Ooh, that's actually a good idea, Larazia. Maybe people are getting rid of their shell coin. Well, yeah, El Criso, you can always start fresh. I did at the beginning, like, kind of like spring into early summer. I did Rexana. Some of you watched me do that. That was fun. I've barely touched Rexana since, but it's mostly because I don't want to take on like another raiding character. With my time, I can run about one raider and have like a couple alts. I might take the lower level raids, but that's it. Purple Lotus, can't get this one, can I? Nope, not without going into the crevasse. Can't get suit if you don't have shell coin. There we go. That's the kind of big brain power broker move I like to hear. How does shell coin work? Essentially, the more people buy it, the higher its valued. The more people sell it, the less it's valued. It's very similar to crypto in that sense. There's more steps, I think, with crypto, but it's meant almost as a ironic twist and reference to crypto. There is some hilarity in that during, I mean, not nowadays because inflation isn't bad on the server, but when inflation did start ticking up, there's actually like a viable strategy that you could invest in Shellcoin to act as an inflation hedge, much like you could in the real world. Like, let's say, you know, you have some money saved up in the bank and your currency's getting hit with inflation. That means if you just sit on it, it's going to be worth less over time. So you can invest in something that holds essentially a reflective value of the currency you use, something like gold or crypto. Not a financial analysis, right? This is not, don't follow an orc's advice on what to do with money. But I'm just explaining you can do that as an inflation hedge. And in Turtle WoW, that I do know people that were doing that. They're like, oh man, I have like, 4,000 gold saved up. I put it all in Shellcoin. Now here's the problem. If a bunch of people sell Shellcoin and you invested 4,000 gold, you might get less back. So that is a serious concern. But create hardcore, slow and steady, exhaustion character, and into Inferno, so you get your turtle tokens refunded if it dies in your game fantasy away. Yep. That is totally a good strategy. You know what's crazy? I never did a slow and steady. Murrog's done a slow and steady, but I haven't. I think it's because I can be impatient, which the news orc can be impatient. Imagine that. Ooh, I just nailed myself with water. I don't have my sippy cup like normal. I'm a little baby that can't handle putting water in my mouth, guys. I'll tell you what, though. It's working. Herbing and mining is working, guys. It's starting to calm me down. Thank you. Oh, boy. Hold on. I have no idea who just... oh no. Preview? Because I reset everything, I used to have a little window that would show me the names of people that have subbed and stuff like that. No, don't want that. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to find that name. Stream. I think it was Elements that did that. We'll take a small break. No, stream. Just go to Stream Elements. Okay, I want to go to like my dashboard. I think that's what I want. Is this the right one? Yes, yes it is. Okay, now I got to do a pop out. Ah, we got it. Docs, custom browser doc. Activity feed. Let's see if this works. Oh, we got it. Guys, I was actually capable of doing something one time.
Breathe. This is real.
I'm proud of me. So that was Carrion. Carrion, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I am a good streamer. Hello, Vlad Zote. I'm going to call you Vlad Zote. That sounds cooler than Vlad Zote. Ricardin, how's it going? Everything's going peachy keen for me in the turtle world. I'm not at all stressed or tired or upset about the lawsuit. Not in the least. Not in the slightest. What makes it worth it is just knowing that, like, I can still in some ways be like a place for all of you to gather and chat and chill, talk about things, be a community for one another. I think, you know, I talk a big game about like, oh yeah, if they strike me down, like it won't be a big deal. The thing I would be sad about is getting to hang out with you guys. Like, I'm not even joking. You probably hear a lot of other creators say that. I think I've heard other creators say that too. It's true. Like, the parasocial goes both ways. It does, for real. You know, maybe I should make like a backup channel where I won't do anything Turtle WoW related. And then if it gets nuked one day, I'll just start streaming there. Ricardo, are you still playing on South Seas? How are things going over there? I've heard like some doomer posts about stuff on South Seas, but I don't know what to believe. Trash Can Jan, thank you for saying that. I don't know if anyone caught my last night's stream. I was determined at some point during Labor Day weekend to at least get one stream in, so I had to do it late on Monday, which was still a day off for me. I'm in the U.S. It was Labor Day, but Liraloon showed up as a elk. I got to ride her as part of the new like druid, you can let a buddy ride on you ability thing. She has it. So she strutted me into Stormwind, and then I proceeded to give an inspiring speech. It was very fun. If you are a druid who can do that, you can take opposite aligned faction people, as long as they don't aim to do any like PvP. You can take them for a little tour of your city. It's fun and confusing. Yeah, Carrion, you could be right. However, there is a difference. The difference is we have history as a teacher of how Blizzard acts and treats people in private server administrators' position. And Blizzard would need to do a lot more than the minimum to get anyone from the Turtle team, I think, at the table. Now, I can't speak for them. I don't speak for them. I speak to them. But I know if it was me, which it's not, to all the lawyers out there, if it was me, oh man, I would need a lot to even approach the table. The way they dealt with Nost is remembered well in the private server community. And if there's one thing I know about private server community, boy, do they got a long memory. So, yeah. Thank you, Nicholas Lee, for the subscription to the YouTube channel. By the way, there's like, if you subscribe to the YouTube or follow on Twitch, you will get a little notification. Also, the text to voice is enabled for super chats and like subs and stuff on Twitch. So, if you know any oil princes, send them this way. Imagine a world where this was my job. If this was my job, good chance I wouldn't be doing Turtle WoW. I'm not even joking. You know, I'm married. I have like a livelihood and things that, yeah, I got bills to pay. I don't know if I'd risk it. Some people have. Some content creators have that are much bigger than me, much more veteran than me have in the past. I'm not even going to name them. If you know, you know. I don't want to bring them up because I don't want people to remember that they did Turtle WoW content. When I watched the S-Fan video, it was funny because in the edited version of his stream about the Turtle WoW lawsuit, he was like, oh man, there were content creators getting paid. That meant Turtle WoW was making big bucks. And I'm like, I don't think you understand how cheap low-level creators are. I've been doing this stuff largely for free. The only time I've ever been paid by the team is when I was asked to do something that I wasn't doing myself. I'm like, you know, something that was literally like contact a video editor because you need something edited down. Like that's work. You know what I mean? So that's different in my mind. But most of the content stuff that I do it for love of the game, do it for love of the community. And boy, there's a lot of people. Most people are just doing it just for the turtle coins. I'm not even lying. There was like a program where you can get turtle coins if you make Turtle WoW content. So S-Fan saying like, oh man, they were getting paid. I'm like, if they were, it wasn't much. I certainly wouldn't get paid big bucks. And that's fine. So my YouTube channel has always been a place where it's been separate from the Turtle team. I'm doing my own thing. I have my own voice. I have my own opinions. I can disagree with the Turtle team. I've done it plenty of times before, and I'll probably do it again. Hello, com.exe. Com, I feel like I've seen your name maybe in YouTube chat before. It says you're a first-time chatter though, so I'll play along. Right, exactly, Buzz. And you know what's something crazy? I know there's Turtle WoW content creators who started making content because of Turtle WoW. It gave them the confidence and like sort of like it had like a nice small community to sort of boost off of. I'm one of those people. I started making content because I had a small community here, because you guys were listening, because you guys were supportive of me. I felt the confidence I could get. I could actually like make more content and learn more. I learned a lot of skills. I learned tons about video editing, audio editing, how to write scripts. If I added up all the scripts I've done over the years, it's got to be hundreds of thousands of words at this point. I'm not even lowballing that. It's probably closer to 200,000 to 300,000 words easily, just the scripts I've made. Whether it's for just radio, like the live radio, or for videos, I've written tons. And that has been so satisfying for me as someone with an English degree, who never really got to use it. So satisfying to be able to express myself creatively and just be happy, you know? So Blizzard can't take that away from me. They could try, but I was already happy. You can't go back in time and make me unhappy back then. Oh, okay, calm. See, calm. See, sometimes the old memory works. I remembered. I appreciate that. I mean, I think, James, I don't know, right? Because I wasn't officially sponsored at any time. Like I said, I've only ever done contract work. Part of that's because the team didn't have to pay me. They knew I was going to do it of my own volition. Which, I guess in retrospect, kind of a five-head move, right? Like, I'm like ahead of the game. I'm like, you can't sue me. I didn't do it for money. But, yeah, that's largely true. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this sungrass we're getting. Versus fishing orc. Could you imagine some sort of really messed up timeline where, for the purposes of this stream, I show up to court without makeup. So I show up as an orc, fully green skin, in a tux. I have the teeth in. I talk like an orc. I do not elaborate at any point. I wonder if I get I wonder if the court would be mad at that. I'm like, no, I identify as an orc. I'm wearing a suit and tie, man. Like, what are you talking about? You're not allowed to be an orc in court? How do you plead? No, you don't want to say Zug-Zug, because I think Zug-Zug's yes or affirmative. I don't... What's negative? What's orcish for no? It might buzz. I think it would depend on the judge, and also, let's be honest, probably not going to any court case without a lawyer. I bet you the lawyer would just be like, could you not? Could you just not? Could you make my job easier, Mr. Vrograg? They would have to say a legal name, not my legal name. They'd have to say a legal name that's been associated with me. But we all know my real legal name's Vrograg Fishlayer. Rude, James. I've been called because I'm pale and apparently skinny. I've been compared to a Forsaken more than an orc. Maybe I'm just getting off of the Manaroth blood. Remember how the orcs got really lethargic and they kind of lost all their bulk? Maybe I'm going through that. You don't know. We will. Just say, I plea that I will never be a slave, and then just walk out of court. I do not promote, I do not condone violence. Sorry, there's a other shooter drop on this statement, but if there was like a lawyer for Blizzard that looked like Manaroth, y'all know the cutscene. You might be saying, Vrograg, why are you getting purple lotuses? You know what? You can cash in purple lotuses for dream shards up in Hyjal. It's not the best. It's something like you need like 80 for 2 of them or something. It's not the best. I'll give that to you. But you know, I'm already here. Might as well grab them. What would your Forsaken Hunter be? The name, the spec? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm not really good at doing edgelord stuff. I don't know, like... I have trouble being that maudlin and, like, depressive and vengeful. It's like a hard character trait for me to portray. I can be angry and petty. I can definitely do that, but I can't do it like the Forsaken normally portray it. I get way more active. I do not get broody, is probably the best way of saying it. I don't brood. I yell. I get loud. I wave my arms around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see Forsaken doing that. I could see a troll doing that or an orc. That's why, personality-wise, I vibe with them the most. It's a blessing and a curse, I suppose, but... Unfortunately, I'm not as tall as a troll. I'm not as muscular as an orc. You know, the dark, horrible truth is... probably... I have the most... Out of all the races in Turtle WoW, the one that I'd probably get pegged as the most, probably Goblin. And I wince when I say that, but I know the truth. I know the truth. And you know what? The truth can set you free. I like making deals. When I get inebriated, I have a New York accent. It's all there. Nah. I mean, probably the most Vrograg character you could make would be a Goblin Rogue. I'm sorry if that lets you down. If it had to be Alliance, it would probably be a Gnome Rogue. I definitely do the rogue thing. That part has always been true. I don't know. I've never fully really leveled a warrior. I did on like a local, very low-key private server years and years ago, before Classic came out even. Have no idea if I was doing it right. And it's so much different now in Turtle WoW, I have no idea. Are there statistics about races and classes in Turtle? There are. There have been in the past. I don't know where and if they get posted. I know the team has those data points. I do not. What's this guy waiting for? What's my... Bardo says, I'm afraid of the servers getting shut down. What's your stance on that? Don't shut down the servers. You should listen. I mean, I don't take umbrage at the fact that you've asked the question. I will probably be asked it many more times. That's fine. I knew that would be part of going live during this. It could happen at any time, man. You're just more aware of the reality. It could happen at any time. Play, you know what? Play every day like it's your last day on the server. Oh my goodness, is that true, Daily? That's awesome. Well then, hey, congratulations to Error. Now, when you say full clear, that means you also got, what's his face? The hardest boss there, Rupturin? Not just the Mephistroph kill? As I know you guys had gotten that far. Hey, that's awesome, dude. Like legitimately, congratulations. I'm not trying to throw any shade at the Alliance players, okay? But probably the hardest way to progress Karazhan 40 is as Horde only. Alliance have had their own issues, but I genuinely think, I know Vrograg likes Horde bias. Okay, I get it. Maybe even fair, but from my observations, from my discussions, and from discussions with people on Telebim, on both sides, it seems like the biggest issue was for the Horde-only group. There were some bosses Alliance definitely struggled with, but not in the same way the Horde has. There are some advantages, like on Mephistroph, I think Horde has it easier, but the staying power needed for Rupturin, boy, the Alliance has the advantage there, like a big advantage. And so in my mind, I consider an all Alliance clear its own achievement, and I consider an all Horde clear its own achievement. They're different things. They are not the same. So I am really happy for you guys. You know, I'm sure there's plenty, Telebim's full of people that like to project ego and have a good time with that. I'm not going to rain on your parade, but I've seen some of Telebim General where there's been like people that have cleared Kara 40 on Alliance. They're just like, oh, can't clear Kara 40, can you, Hordes? You know, you hear that stuff, and you know what? I know today is a big day for the for Error and the Horde in general over on Telebim. That's awesome. Yeah, well, Daily, I mean, that, yes, that is true, but I will acknowledge that there are some encounters where the Horde does have an advantage. Mostly because of the Shaman totems. There are some places where, like, you can't look at that and say, ooh, Horde don't have an advantage. Like, come on, let's be honest. And those are usually only fights specifically where it makes a big difference if you have disease or poison cleansing, which I believe Mephistroph is one of them. So I know that helped. And what I'm curious about is how did all the Horde teams do during that brief period following 1.18's release when Chain Heal wasn't working right? Out of all the people I felt sorry for, because I know there were some things that were broken, when I saw that Chain Heal was broken, I'm like, oh, Telebim Horde's gonna have a tough week until you guys get that fixed. I'm sure that probably was bad. Yeah, and also, Daily, I think there's bosses where it's kind of a wash, where I think Alliance and Horde, one doesn't really have a big advantage over the other. I think that's completely fair to say. But also, I think also in general, we can kind of acknowledge that over time we found that generally most of the PvP diehard enthusiasts tend to favor the Horde. So, not strictly speaking, and maybe I have this wrong, but I feel like on Telebim, maybe there's less interest in raiding on the Horde side. Again, I could be completely off basis off that. That's just kind of a vibe I felt overall. Maybe it's just a PvE vibe I get, because that's mostly where I play. Larazia, holy... Well, Larazia, come on. You can't get on them for whining about that. That's not even one. That is a fair complaint. One of your most important and actually vital healing rolls has their smart heal broken. That is problematic to say the least. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure they went over the top with it. Because of course they would. That's part of the charm of PvP servers. Where does Horde quest since we got Northwind? Not Northwind. Both factions can do Baylor. Both factions can do blah blah blah. Dragon Maw Retreat. I still haven't done any of those. Every time I say I'm going to, something comes up. And I still have like a level 30 priest hanging out with a level 30 Murag warrior. By the way, y'all ain't ready for a Murag warrior. Hot damn. You're saying Northwind got more polish, but that's an alliance mostly area. Interesting. What are you trying to say, Razia? What are you trying to say? Is Affliction viable now? Yes. Is it like at the top end? I don't know how competitive it is. Every spec is more viable than it was. I don't know all the nuts and bolts of it, but yes, it's way more viable than it was. I don't know how close it is to just like ruin, but not Polish or Polish. I'm saying it's more like that. Oh, okay. Sorry. If you meant Polish, it would have been a capital P. Might be. Yeah, I think that's generally what I've been hearing. It's horrible to walk in without guidance. Really? You know, I mean, I've been farming for a little bit. Oh, I have to remember, guys. Try to keep me honest. I have, I need to remember to do my seeds. I had a bunch of Ungoro soil laid around, so I'm like, oh, I should probably do these. Hold on. I'll keep that up so I'll remember. I can't do the Baylor secrets, though, so I can't talk about them. I should maybe go... I should maybe, like, go to one of those zones, right? As a mage, I'm like, close to everything, so... Hold on, let me get this dream foil. Let me just snag this dream foil right here. Num 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 num. Yeah, we're cool. How's Arms Warrior? Much better. In fact, at least during 1.17.2, it was better on Trash than Arms. I don't know where it is now, but you're asking about the classes I do not play. If it starts with a W, hard no. Screw Warlock, screw Warriors. I'm Rogue Mage style. You get Theramore and you get the Stonard Portal from Karazhan 10-man. They're just a drop chance off everything in there. The advantage in portals that Alliance get portal to Alathalas. That's something they have. That, like, there's no other city for the Horde to go to, so we don't have another portal. If they release Zulamon, maybe Horde will get another portal, which would be cool. You just hit 40 yesterday? Nice. Nice, dude. Well done. Okay, now my curiosity's peaked. Maybe I'll go check it out. Okay, where is... it's like Grim Reaches is here, and Baylor is there. I can maybe go to Kargath and then walk up? How does Horde get here? You know, let's go to Stonard and figure it out. Because now my curiosity's peaked. I mean, maybe I could do some quests over there. That'd be cool. I'm a mage, so, like, travel's always quick, baby. Mage was my first main, always closest to my heart. Vrograg will always be special, though. Don't get me wrong. Hold on, let's just check for Fade Leaf. Fade Leaf is something I don't get a lot when I do my lashers, so I'll always just take a peek. Just take a little peek. Maybe we got some Fade Leaf. Maybe we don't. You get 2 by Gromgall? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm at Stonard, so maybe there's a flight mess. Because I know a lot of times, like with Gilligim and Lapidus, you just got the flight zone. Same thing with Telebim, so maybe it's the same. Wetlands is a really awkward spot for Horde to get to, which is why the Onyxia attunement is such a pain in the butt, because your last dragon you have to go to is over there. There's not... Fade Leaf's been getting nommed on pretty hard here, so I don't think I'm going to get any. Yo, man, get off my Khadgar's whiskers. What are you doing? 100 nature resist. Get out of here. And you said by Gromgall, but I'm assuming you don't mean the Zeppelins. You go fly there? Oh, I can't wait to see a really janky flight path. Why is Steamwheel port music so funny? I felt like I was in kindergarten. I don't know. That is a question for the composers. It's really a shame because there's a lot of good music, but the way Vanilla WoW does music, it's like sort of locked to like subzones when you hear it. What do I think about the new Ascension Classic WoW? I don't know anything about it. I have nothing to say, not out of love or hate, but out of ignorance. I'm a busy orc. I have a full-time job. I do news for the community here. Do not have enough time to check out other private servers. I can barely play other games. Okay, so there's no flight point here. Sorry, Lorazia, you were saying I get there from Gromgall? What are you saying? It's here. Do I have to walk there? I probably have to walk there. All right, Kargath it is. Yeah, Lorazia. I would say Horde at base has better transportation, and with the expansion material, they still have better transportation. I think it's so like if this was like where it was, like this is Horde in vanilla and this is like Alliance, I think Horde got a little better and Alliance caught up, but they're not quite at Horde level. I think the gap's smaller now, mostly because there's an additional portal. Because I know getting to Nax is a big deal, or getting to that region. Now Olothalos is right near that region, so that's good. There were some improvements, I think, with the Stormwind Harbor, making access to some areas really nice, so that's good. But it's still not at the Horde level. Baylor, you're talking... Well, yeah, okay. I am talking about Grim Reaches. I want to go to Grim Reaches. I'm going to Grim Reaches. There's no flight point for there. Yep, yeah, with the expansion, getting a Kargath Zep was pretty clutch. And the Hinterland boat is really clutch if you're an Axe Raider or you're trying to get to that side of the world. Undeniably good. Yeah, I think that's in the future roadmaps, El Criso. If we ever get there. I think we might, but if we ever get there. You never know. Like I always say, man, Life isn't permanent. Things come and go. I could, God forbid, I could pass out in my sleep tonight, but I want to do it with a smile. I want to be enjoying what I'm doing. Shabiji... Baylor questing? I know this started as farming, but now I'm like, hold on. Maybe I want to check out some of these zones. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been back to here in a while, but I know they have Scarlet Enclave all right here. I mean, I think I went there in 1.17.1 last time I've been there. Or maybe just 1.17. I can't remember. But I don't think there's any quests here still. It's just a big area with a bunch of elites. There's like unused NPCs and stuff with like little faction flags, but it's been there for a while too. It's been there, I think, since I've been playing. It's just kind of a weird spot. You don't got to be clever, Larazia. You don't got to be clever at all. You jump off the cliff here and swim north. If you want to get there through, if you want to force the issue, you can get here through Eastern Plaguelands. You can just kind of jump the wall here. You can do that. I've done it before. It's just easier to swim. Sorry, Rockangren. I know that was very grim humor, but I laughed, so I'll let it slide. Rockangren said, people do not die in their sleep all of a sudden, unless they start a private server once in a decade. I'll have to do safety checks. You know what? I'm not gonna lie either. If Blizzard just, like, you know, hacked Turtle WoW mainframe, just went in there, just dragged, copy, paste into a flash drive, went back to Irvine, California, and spun up their own thing, it would be successful. Players on Turtle WoW would drop. It is a certitude. I guarantee it. Their inability to do so shows a lack of imagination. Also, what could Turtle do? What could they do? Hey, no fair. We made that. It's like, well, that's what Blizzard's saying, so, I mean, what are you going to do? You know? I think that would be a huge win for the player community. It would be a big bummer for the Turtle team. That would hurt, I think, the overall Turtle WoW community, sure. But that, not that hard. Morally, fine to do. Is it hard to do? Yes, if they continue using the 1.12 client, I'll tell you that much. This thing's janky as crap. Sorry, I saw Fade Leap, had to go for it. Yeah, and Larazia, I am there with you. I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole, but I know they would have, they would probably have easily like quintuple the players Turtle has, like overnight, if they did that. Oh, wait, we're past 10 minutes. Gotta do this again. Just, do I reset it? Yep. I'm going to work through all my Ungoro. So look at all these Tharlendrus seeds I have. They're not going to grow themselves. I have a theory. I've heard enough things at this point. Sometimes I don't know when the turtle team is gaslighting me, or if I hear something and it actually was a thing, or if I've imagined it. But part of my head feels like they're going to do something with Morrograin. I don't know why that is. I literally cannot tell you. I just feel like something's going to happen with Morrograin. Maybe now that I've said this, it won't happen anymore. I don't know. But I'll tell you what. I have like hundreds and hundreds of Ungoro soil, and I don't do gardening that much because I raid with an elemental shaman, so I'm not going after like the haste foods or stuff like that. So I generally don't do it. It's actually a good moneymaker. So I've just been sitting on it, and I'm like, I should do something with this. I'm like, there's really only 2 things you can do with Ungoro soil. You can garden on Turtle WoW, or you can do... Oh, look at this guy. Must have been a world boundary. Yeah, you can do that, or you can grow some seeds. That's it. Nost went on to be 2 more hugely successful servers, so Turtle may change names, but it's not going anywhere. Yeah, it could be. I don't know what their plan is. If they have one, they're not going to share it with a loudmouth like me. I'm a news orc. I'm a player. They tell me stuff they want me to know. I have to bug them for stuff that they don't want to tell me that I know they know. That's how journalism works. You get embedded with the people that make call the shots, You start building rapport and relationship so that they can trust you with certain information. They can maybe leak stuff to you and know that you're not going to use it irresponsibly, or they can use that information to give better context for you. But I do not know nearly as much. And now with the lawsuit, as far as what they're going to be doing going forward, I am the last person they're going to tell. Hold on, wait a second. I forget how to get to wetlands from this side. It's like this door, I think. There's a tunnel about halfway up Loch Modan. Is it this tunnel? On the right, there's a tunnel? Hold on. Over here? It's over Tallstrider Lodge. That used to be here. That will get me to... Oh, I see what you're saying, because my goal is to get to the other zone, not to get to... My mind's like, oh, I need to get to wetlands. I don't need to get to wetlands. I need to get to Grim Reaches. Yeah, I mean, they did... I'm pretty sure they've at least spoken a little bit about, like, they have multiple servers and multiple backups, so even people that are worried that their stuff's going to disappear overnight, even if there's like a service interruption, I don't think anyone's data is just going to, pee pee poof overnight. You might not be able to access it for a small amount of time, I'm guessing, but again, I don't know what their plans are. And were I them, I wouldn't share them with me. I am a loudmouth. Guys. So remember when I made those class highlight videos? And the team let me on the private test realm. And, those videos, they were pretty cool. Sometimes I showed classes doing stuff. I left dummies all over the world. In 1.17.2, or 1, no, it was 1, there was like an effort to clean up, because I didn't technically remove them all. I didn't know I had to, by the way. I was told I had to, but I didn't know what the consequences would be if I forgot one. I technically forgot 3 or 4. This is one of them. Do you think they're going to be mad? Oh, I gotta tell them. Hold on. I gotta tell them. What zone exactly am I in? I'm in the lock of, that's lock mode on. Hold on. I have to put a coordinate in here. Hold on, whatever you're trading to me, I'll get to you in a second. That's 5221. Okay. What's up? Oh. Hey. Hello. Like the dummy? Let me turn on oh, I do show chat bubbles. Okay, we're good. You can do me one better. Nice. Nice moves. It isn't moving or anything. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. All right. Is the online database for patch 1.17? I think it's for 1.18. The database shows the weekly quests, so I'm pretty sure it's 1.18. Because I was checking like what the rewards were. I remember doing that. So, do you know anyone who's addicted to early game? I have 10 characters under level 14. Addicted? I mean, I don't know if I characterize it as that, but I think the colloquial term I've heard used often is an altaholic. All right, now I'm looking for a tunnel. Did Larazia put me on a wild goose chase? We'll find out soon. I have a 40 mage, 24 druid, 50 pally, 19 warrior. I have characters I've started and not finished. They almost all stop at 30. I'm not joking. There's like a magic thing that happens at 30 where I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to find the Far Strider Lodge is that way. Okay. I'm getting there, Larazia. Careful, all right? I'll get there. Need to join AAA? Nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just pay for a normal tow truck. What are you talking about? Okay, there's Far Strider Lodge. Way back in the day. Back in the olden times, when I first started. This is where the High Elves used to start. The Goblin starting area is, like, gone now. But I think they still have NPCs and stuff up here, but it's for... I think now, like, a guild base is here or something. I do not know the full lore here, but... Oh, look, there's the tunnel. Nice, nice, nice. I want to check out the lodge, though. I want to see what else is in here. Yep. Ranger Protector. They're not PvP? Hello? Okay, hold on. All right, I'm going. I'm sorry. Yee! Hold on. Okay, they have a short leash range. Well, they're violent. I can tell you that much. Whee! Oh, wait, gotta stop. Oh, thank goodness I have this timer. Dang, I'm smart. Hey, you guys want to see the coolest item Shabiji has? Listen, if you don't think that's a powerful RP item, you're wrong. I have an imprisoned Doomguard crystal. I don't know how I have it. I don't remember when I got it. But Shabiji has it, and I am never getting rid of it. That shows you how cool Shabiji is. She's like cooler than a warlock because she's a mage, but she has some warlock stuff because she's still cool. All right, first order of business is I gotta find where the Flight Master is so I can come back. We can do some of the quests here. I haven't done any questing here. It's probably not gonna be tough for me as a level 60 mage, but I can still check it out. All right, let's see the lay of the land here. The Grim Hollow's down here. Dun Cathos, that sounds like a dwarf outpost. Shatterblade post or this looks like the Horde area, so I'm gonna have to ride north. That is a little cheaty that I have the thing that lets me see the map, even though it's not shaded in. But listen, okay, I want to make entertaining content. I don't want to run headlong into an Alliance stronghold and die like I almost did. Okay, they got a river here. I see some gold thorn. It's good to check out what kind of, you know, herbs and spices you're working with here. Silver vein? Oh, you know, I'll grab silver. Just ignore that dwarf. Oh, that reminds me. I still have my my mining pick on. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, is he gonna like attack me? Oh man, they're gonna want to attack me. I'm just trying to get through, man. Oh, some floating wreckage. I did hear that there are some fishing areas that are bugged. I do know that the team is at least aware of it. I don't know how far along they are on the fix, but I know they're aware of it in there. They've been... I've seen some chat. Of course, you know, I will always search to see what they're doing with fishing, obviously. That's the only thing I care about. A lot of dangerous iron deposits to get. Dragon by Pillager. All right. It's kind of, I mean, I checked out this area on the PTR, but I haven't been here as a character. So this is kind of cool. Join me for some grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is nice. Hold on, let's check out herbs. Ooh, wait, hold on, Fade Leaf. Hold on. I told y'all I want Fade Leaf. I'm sorry, I thought that ram said Ram Ranch. It's a Reach Ram. I don't know why I thought that. Alright, we're still Shatterblade post right here. Are you guys like friendly NPCs? Oh, you are friendly NPCs. Okay, alright, this must be the spot. Ooh, c'est bon indeed. C'est magnifique. Sounds very good, Drew. Alright. I've come here for your Flight Master. Where is your Flight Master? Show. Hello? Flight Master? I'm looking for wyverns? Wyverns, maybe? See one of the there is a flight point here, right? Or is this like a sub camp? You can use it. Oh yeah, that's right. Is it DB Flightmaster? Flightmaster? I haven't used this in a minute. I can't remember what to do. Oh, DB Taxi. Thank you. Thank you. All right. DB Taxi. Okay, and if I do... all right, it says it's here. Did I walk by it multiple times? Oh, it's on top of the tower. Ah, okay. There's not too many horde zones that do this. Because, like, you have an opportunity... Well, I guess Gromgal doesn't make sense. You have Zeppelins at the top. Gromgal has a similar... This is like the one in Ogremar. All right, we got the flight point. Let's go. Now, what do you got for me? Harlech. The state of this place is almost beyond saving. I am tasked to be a siege engineer with no actual machinery or parts. The only equipment that I have to work on is 2 captured Dragon Ball catapults. If I am ever to create or work on anything, I will need to improvise. The nearby dwarven excavation to the south has recently been occupied by Dark Iron. If there's anything they know, it's malevolent contraptions and engineering. I want you to head to Groldan's excavation to the south of here and find any Dark Iron components they may have sitting around. They will make better use in my hands than in our enemies. Okay. I should maybe get rid of some quests. Why do I have this? I don't even have the wedding ring. Get rid of that. Okay, I guess I'll keep some of this. I got space for 7. I don't think there's 7 quests here. The Shadow Forge incursions. Some weeks ago, a large group of Dark Iron made their way through the Grim Reaches, settling just north of Shatterblade at Groldan's excavation. Already they probe our defenses. Spies have been seen by our sentries on more than one occasion. They are planning something, I'm sure of it. If we are to keep our safety, we must strike the first blow and thin the ranks of their kind to deter them from making any assaults. Head to Groldan's excavation and make them bleed for their trespass. I'll check it out, sure. Yeah, another quest too. Salgalaz Mines, once occupied by the dwarfs of Dun Cathas, now overrun by filthy, bone splitter trogs. The horde is ever to lay claim to Grim Reaches. The infestation must be dealt with, and firmly. Okay. Kill trogs. I mean, it's the right area and zone for it. Kill 6 wild moths. This is just the bounty board. Okay, I can see about that. Dragon Maw orcs, kill them. All right. Expedition boots. These look cool? No, they don't. And not on troll feet, but all right. Oh! Did I? Is that... Hold on. Is that true? I didn't even... Drew, let me check. That's actually... Holy crap. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that happened. You know, it was that last... Not the video I put out this weekend, but it was the one before that that got, like, stupidly high views. Yeah, the Turtle Wow orientation that... Sorry, has 80,000 views. That really pumped up my numbers, so hey. We got 6K. That's awesome. 6K subscribers on YouTube. Let's go. Thanks for all the subscribers. It's been a long trek. I started in 2023. All right. Our situation here at Shatterblade Post is a precarious one. We are far from home, and our supply lines are stretched extraordinarily thin. This is certainly not the ideal situation for any warrior, nor for any outpost. My advisor, Ranag, is more up to date with the information. If you truly wish to help us here, speak with him, and he can fill you in. Oh, I have to just go upstairs? All right. Oh, he looks very similar to... He's almost Vrograg. He's got a different face, but the hair color is the same. And the beard slightly different. Our greatest threat is that of the Dragamok clan. Their numbers are vast, and their strength is ever present. Just recently, they have attacked and laid ruin to Bagoth's Rampart, one of the key defensive structures for the dwarves of Dun Cathas. I fear that with this victory, they will grow more bold in their actions. We must discover their future plans. I require you to head to Bagoth's Rampart to the southwest and find the Dragamok orders from the attackers. I'm certain one of them have it. When we recover the orders, return to me. All right. He also has like Vrograg's same green color too. That's why I thought of Vrograg when I saw him. Yeah, you know, Drew, honestly, that big orientation video I had, I was so much more focused on how stupidly big that video got that I was like, I wasn't even looking at the subscriber count. Honestly. I think I looked at it at some point. I'm like, wow, I got a bunch of subs from that. But that was like a couple weeks ago. You there, mage. I require assistance in a task vital to the Horde. One that could secure our place here within Grim Reaches. There is a latent power lingering within the region. And it is my desire to claim it for myself. Of course. Not for me. For you, huh, Mothang? To harness such energies requires natural materials latent with magical vitality. I required you to gather the blood of the nearby entranced dragonkin. These creatures are under the control of the Dragamok clan and can be found to the southwest of here. Gather their blood and return to me. Man, you're just going to do bad stuff. I can feel it. I mean, I appreciate it, Penguin. I was really... So I was expecting, when I released that video, I was expecting it to do well, but like well for me. So like maybe 10,000 views, you know, I thought that would be cool. It's at 80, it's closer to 100,000 than any video I've ever made remotely. So it was a little unnerving, almost, is probably a good way of saying, like, I was like, huh? I'm not used to that level of attention or viewership. So, yeah. I've been really happy for all the support I've gotten, all the subscriptions, and all the people that enjoyed it. At the same time, I'm just like, that kind of feels like the kind of thing that someone who has a professional YouTube channel, someone who is like a career YouTuber, like, that's the kind of thing they would do, you know. For me, I'm just like, I feel like a deer caught in headlights. My whole goal with that was just like, oh, there's gonna be some new people joining. I'll put out like a thing for them so they can get acquainted. And then it just absolutely blew up. And then a lot of people in the Discord were sharing it too, so. We once had a warlock here with the Shatterblade post, one that spoke of honor, of loyalty. In reality, his loyalties laid with the Dragamok clan. You don't say. A warlock who was conniving and evil. Makes you think warlock mains. Maybe they should be mages. This orc goes by the name Vrograg Mage, a truly vile and spineless creature. I aided him in finding a family heirloom, helping him find peace. I even considered this worm a dear friend for many months. His actions have hurt far more than any wound I have suffered. I now demand his blood. You can find him overlooking the region from his tower in Gethkar, just to the southwest of here. Kill him and return to me. Hey man, I love me killing some warlocks. Yeah, well, Lorazia, that was like part of the conceit of the video, was that like, well, there's a lot of questions that I know people will have, and if like I can make a nice quick reference. If you look at that video too, the description is like chock full of links. Every single thing I listed in there, I'm like, if you don't know, click the link and you'll find the answer. Part of it was to help support's job be easier, so like people could get acquainted. It wouldn't be like, my screen's all black, which is like a question that you guys used to get all the time. You like that kind of stuff. That's been way less of an issue with the launcher as of late, but support used to get inundated with that, for instance. What did I just get from that? Earthroot. Yeah. When did it stop? I feel like it's happening less because of the launcher than it used to. It used to be like an all the time kind of thing, you know? Was there any other quests here I might want to pick up? I don't think there was. Does someone up top have one? I can probably... It's one of the few areas where I can actually get dismounted. Anything cool? Hey, don't tell the turtle team. I'm gonna have perfume on. They can't stop me. I don't know why, but when they put in custom innkeepers, they always have the Valentine's Day stuff. It used to be like that in Tirisfal Uplands. The innkeeper there had the Valentine's Day stuff, and I think someone like saw me do a stream with Rexana there, and they removed it. And I'm like, nah, man, it's part of your basic innkeeper stuff. Oh, do I not? I don't have PF Quest enabled. That's kind of weird for me. Is there a reason why I don't? I do? Okay, if I track them all, will that help? Why can't I track you? Nope, that changed nothing. DB tracker? Well, that didn't change anything either. DB quest maybe might be it. That shows me that. Quest. Okay, I don't know why it's not I'm used to just looking at the map to look for stuff, but it's okay if I don't have that too. I can just figure it out. These must be... What the heck are these? Open map and click the button in the top right. Oh, hide quests. All quests? There it is. Ah, thank you, thank you. Do you guys know I actually played the game? It's true technically. You wouldn't know it based on my gameplay, but there is nothing better than triggering Larazia. I don't even do it on purpose half the time. Wait. I know, Paul. You cop? You gotta tell me. Yes. Hi. Are you fired? No, I think I'm frost right now. I think I'm in my frost raid spec, if anything, right? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't really care. This is going to be lower level stuff. I'm just looking around the new quest area I haven't done yet. Those quests is not correct because I did update my PF quest quite recently. In fact, hold on. Let me see if I can show this. Okay, I'm going to... Do I want to show that? No, I don't want to show that. But I will prove it to you. Well, PFUI technically had an update that just came out, but not this one. I'll show you. I am updated. Good sir. See? Right here. PF Quest. See? There's not an update marker there. I am updated. Try and gaslight me. I mean, this looks correct. I don't think anyone is right now, Penguin. Shagu had to pee poof for a number of reasons, but he's not around right now. Maybe because he got insanely named as the second in command or something of Turtle Wow. So yeah, he got a little nervous because of that. Because, you know, he has next to nothing to do with the development of it. Imagine that. The problem is the quest you got to show, the fashion ones. That's what the lawsuit said, Lax. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, Larazia, you're saying the ones you got to show somehow, the problem is the quest you got to show, the fashion ones. Oh, I don't know how I got those to show. Maybe I can do tracked quests, right? And then I can go here, because I have all quests, so it would be like this, right? I think I can only track so many or something like that. I don't know why I'm limited by how many I can track, but I mean, you say they're requesting the wrong spot. I mean, right now, these Yetis look like they're where the Yetis are supposed to be. I don't know what you're talking about there. Look at these. Look at these Yetis just getting wrecked. No magic resist. I feel like Yetis should have frost resistance, no? The fashion ones? I mean, maybe. I don't know why they're there either. Also, they're still showing, which is kind of funny to me. Which, because it's funny because I said just track quests. I'm not tracking them, am I? Well, let me check out my log again. Yeah, they are not tracked. I don't have those quests, so looks like a bug. But you know what? There's one thing I know about bugs. It's a Turtle Wow thing, mate, baby. It is what it is. The steps, the things people will do to avoid playing on Blizzard. You clicked something for them to show, did I? Am I the bad guy, Larazia? I mean, the check mark says... The check mark, I believe, is the only ones I'm tracking, right? Hold on. What are their names? Hold on. What are their names? The Embrace of Good Taste. Yeah. I don't have these. I don't think. Yeah, I must have clicked something to make them appear. Oh, I did a... Oh, while checking document. That sounds like something I could have done. Maybe... PF, Quest. What was one of the ones I did? I could just do a... DB clean. That might just fix it. Oh well. I am done worrying about it. Hello, Lever Flick. Oh wait a minute. Where did Paul go? Paul? Paul, you just came in and then asked the question, and then you haven't said anything since. Guys, I think that was a cop. If you see Paul in chat, let me know. I think he's with Blizzard. Hulking Wildmaw, huh? They like in there? He's pawing the strings. That's a pretty good joke. Alright, the hulking ones I think are deeper in. Blizz fart. You know, Dustin, what I would say is if you're having fun, keep doing it. If you're not, or if the anxiety of thinking you'll lose it overwrites the fun you're having, then stop playing. You know, only you can really make that determination of what you think is fun. So I can't make it for you. Oh, wow, I have rank 1. Oh, that's from because I was raiding with Shabiji. I have rank 1. The reason I'm doing rank 1 is to conserve mana because when you have Ice Barrier up, regardless of what rank, it'll give you 15% more frost damage. So it's scaling, so you always want it up, but rank 1 costs peanuts. It's like 259 mana versus 408. So if you're trying to ball on a mana budget, you can use this technique. Yeah, like, you know, Dustin, I've been saying this a lot recently, but no one can take away the fun you're having. They could take away the character or whatever, but, you know, you can look at it this way too, that if they do take down the servers or something happens, you got to play something no one else may ever get to play. So you'll have that. You know what I'm saying? It cuts both ways. I jumped down and I don't know how to go back up. I mean, there's like what? There's like 4 cave layouts in vanilla. Turtle hasn't made a new cave layout. There's only so many. They didn't reinvent the wheel with caves. Oh no, he's gonna hit me. Yeah, I think that is a very interesting part of the story, is that there's so much that the WoW didn't make, right? But it is a derivative work in some way. It is something that is based off something else, much like everything in the mod world is. Calling this a mod, I think, is a little generous, but you could frame an argument like that. Again, not a lawyer. I don't know. But I do know what a mod is. I do know that I believe in the right for people to modify their game. That being said, I'm sure in the end user license agreement, at no point would any corporation, even early Blizzard, would probably say you don't own the game. Buying it doesn't give you any sort of bonus ownership rules or stuff. That being said, too, there is one spot where they're perfectly fine. In the past, that's been add-ons. I know some of that's been changing in retail. I did hear about some of that. That has more to do with me always kind of being confused as to, like, WoW is unique in that it developed like this raiding culture that was also cemented around this concept of, the best way of putting it is, like, you need mods a lot of times to raid. I can't think of another game that pulls that off. Like, you know, and I don't even know if they still do this, but there's also the whole concept of buying an expansion and then also still needing a sub. That's kind of wild. I don't know if they still do that, but you can raid modless. Yeah, sure, Drew. But I mean, you know, the latest raid they have, or even like some of the dungeons and stuff, it's like, well, you're gonna need an add-on to tell you when to move. If you don't immediately know when to move, like instinctually, then you're gonna die and you're gonna piss off everyone. Like, that's the way to run a game. What are you talking about? No wonder no one plays that game. That's terrible design. Raid mechanics can be complex, but you can't have that in like the baby learning stuff, you know what I mean? And now it's just par for the course. That I think is a major flaw and an attraction for some who have never maybe played WoW. You see vanilla and understand instinctively that it should be more simple, because why wouldn't it be? There you go. I mean, Rao Kangren, that's like saying, I mean, yes, I do not need a car to move 5 miles. I don't. It's true. I can just walk. I also understand the human brain enough to know if there is something that makes something easier, require less cognitive load or less effort, humans will opt for it. So saying you don't need it is like, well, okay, what are we talking about though? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with how humans work. That's not what most people do. Do I have to kill these guys? No. But I might need to kill some elites. I might actually have to kind of pay attention a little bit here. Plentiful battle rises. Who is this? Level 39. I don't want to kill all their mobs they're looking for, but yeah, here we are. Oh, wait, you know what? Hold on. Maybe I can team up with them. Hey, friend. Want some help killing? No thanks? Okay. All right. They said no thanks. It's fine. I'm not going to force myself on them. I am about to make myself an issue, though. Turn down Shabiji. You can't just turn down Shabiji. Do you know who I am? I'm Shabiji. What rank do I have? Rank 1. That's perfect. Oh, look at all these guys. Just fat cats already. Oh, I'll do the old technique. Where's the good blizzard? There's a good blizzard. Do I have a slow on this? Oh, I'm in raid spec. Oh, I have frostbite. This is gonna be sloppy. Ah, we got there. All right. I do not have an AoE spec on. I just assume, like, well, I'm frost, so clearly I'm AoE. That's not what's going on. Hey guys. Yeah, time waste. It's not. I mean, yeah, it is a time waste, but it's also a chance to like enjoy the game differently. It's not like a race. So, you know, if you're someone that plays the game at a slower pace, that's a genuine option. You know, I don't mind that part of the game, personally. You know. I like just hanging out, doing stuff slow and steady, kind of soaking up the vibes. And doing silly things that mean nothing is also a quite viable and fun strategy. Who's on this platform? Oh, it's you. Did he have any accomplices? No. Oh, really, Lover? How are you enjoying Slow and Steady? How has it been on Ambershire, you know? I don't always get to... I'm not, like, playing over there, so... What are you gonna do? You gonna cast a spell? No. Shabiji's here. Alright. These are probably quest pickup items for the Alliance, I bet. Now... Oh, that was Mirefang! Hey, you're a Warlock. Taste this, taste this. Yeah, that's right. What up, Warlock? And you betrayed your friend. That's what you get. What a monster. I could look past being a warlock, but betraying your friends is a bridge too far for me. Too many paladins, though? Yeah. Too many paladins, too many shamans. Common turtle issue. Because they fixed the hybrid classes a lot. Hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm clicking the right button. There it is. Thanks, guys. All right, how many more do I need? Only 7. No, 17 more. Jeez, I gotta kill a lot of guys. I might actually switch to the good one. Yep, there's lots of fun rewards on it, too. Yeah, I mean, I've heard some... I'm not a big PvPer, but I can kind of qualify some of the things I've seen about people complaining about, oh, shaman this and, you know, shaman that in Battlegrounds or whatever. I killed him with a whack. Love that. What is that? Khadgar's whiskers. Okay, we're gonna keep, I guess, going this way? Really? I was actually curious how that all kind of panned out. I heard that the BG leveling experience was pretty slow initially, but if it's still working, if it's working well, that's good. Vial of entranced blood? Okay. Okay. Oh, right, because, like, they entrance the red dragons to work for them. Oh, time for bag. You're PvPing too much? Wait, you're low on gold? What did you need gold for? Are there, like, consumes you need to get and stuff? Because I thought in PvP you don't get durability loss, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see, yeah, because you don't make gold in Battlegrounds, you need the gold for levels and skills and ability. Yep, that makes sense. It's like the game forcing you to balance your play. Now, what kind of a herb is that? Goldthorn? Yuck, no one cares. I'm sorry, Goldthorn. You didn't make the cut. Lever, I don't have an informed opinion on that because I haven't done any of the dungeons at level. I mean, I could blast through them, but you know, it's kind of really not how they're meant to be played. I've heard that they're long, but I've also seen that they're long, and sometimes you want to make a long dungeon. You know. 10 wandering souls and 10 displaced ancestors rest. Oh. This place has seen a lot. Heroes rising and falling. Battles that turned into legends. And losses folks would rather forget. Out here, where the wind hums through the rocks and the ground soaked in the blood of old wars, you can feel the past hanging in the air. It's good writing. Tucked away in the grim hollow to the south is the Tomb of Ancestors. It's an ancient resting place, old as Grimba told itself. Dwarves laid their dead to rest there ages ago, carved their names in runestone and memory. We thought they were at peace. Turns out we were wrong. Something's stirring in the dark. The dead aren't resting like they should. Spirits are drifting through the fog, restless. There's something foul buried beneath the marsh, something that doesn't belong. So here's the deal. Head into those misty bogs, figure out what's messing with the tomb, and put an end to it. Let the dead sleep in peace again, and make sure whatever's causing this doesn't get any further. Good job, writing team. I like that. Oh, my log's full. All right, well, I can come back here. That's fine. Because I'll have quests I'll have done. Blindweed? I'll grab blindweed. I have a lot of blindweed, but I still need some more medallions? Yeah. Get some more medallions, I guess, and I could try going over there. Do these? Alright, I guess I'll go back north then. I got my leather cap, I'm done. Oh, yeah, I did hear a lot about some leather cap in there being really, really strong. I didn't know it was that strong. Hold on. You interrupted me? You little... Oh, you only interrupted my... Okay, well, I have 2 schools. Oh, is that a... Okay, so I need to clearly use that when I get back into town. Did I see the staff? It is the head from the last boss. I don't know if you're talking to me, Larazia, but I haven't seen it. I love some good transmog bait, though. Oh, that guy did not care. And you netted me? Dude, I'm a mage. What are you thinking? Are these guys like hyper spawning or something? Not there's only so many of them. No, I just cleared them out. That's all it was. DB Spine of Dentark. Okay. Spine of Dentark. Items. Yo, that, I mean, Shabiji is not... Hold on. Try again. No, she always has it out. That is someone's head, though. That is really cool. Let's see. Level 37, 18 damage, 1 crit, 5% ancient rune on your target, dealing 300 shadow damage over 10 seconds. Afterwards, a rune burst causing damage. That's pretty good. That'll hold you over till you're 60. Guarantee. It's an ogre head on a spike. Yeah. You know, the old orcs, they were problematic, but they did have a certain charm about how they got things done. Didn't they? Alright, we only need 6 more pendants. I'll go back and turn in some of these quests. Did I ever play Warcraft 3? I did, but like... very long, like when it was new. So like, yes. But that be 20 years ago, so I mean, like technically, I do not remember it. Not that it wasn't memorable, like it was still like a good game. I just do not remember a lot of the finer story moments and stuff like that. I'm old enough that when I was a teenager, I played Warcraft 2 a lot, actually. Vrograg with Warcraft 2? Not even the worst idea. I would have to make sure I pirated it just to annoy Blizzard. Is there a legal way of playing it still? Or does it have to be pirated, or is it like abandonware or something? I don't have permission to loot this corpse. What are you talking about? Oh, that was my last medallion, that's why. Okay, now we're gonna ride back into town and we're gonna be a hero. Oh, okay. So they probably have some, but I mean, like, Warcraft 2's got to be cracked, like, somewhere on some repository. I got to be able to find the old version, right? The old games were, you know, not nearly as secure as the newer ones. Yeah, I'll ask a guy. Oh, I'd have to dig, but I think I even have the installation CDs somewhere. But I'm pretty sure. I think I just have the CDs. I don't have the old key on it. All right, we get a little gold. All right. Shadow Forge Incursion. Wait, I didn't finish that one. All right. We didn't finish this one. Let's talk to some of the guys over here. Installing games in 2025. I mean, yeah, I'm of an age where that's like all I did, man. Sorry, I must have missed this. Sorry, Squanchy, it looks like. Oh, I know why I missed it. Okay, sorry. Are they gonna make an AI change all the vanilla quests to make them original and change the name to survive the lawsuit? So, not a lawyer. I will have to say that a lot, but again, not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure the damage is done. Like, the copyright infringements now are what they are. They could do that, but the infringement has happened. So changing it would maybe be like that's not going to avoid it though, right? Like, if you take a Nike swoosh and then invert it, it's still the Nike swoosh. You know what I'm saying? And if a company really wants to go after you for like infringing on something, they can. I just don't think that's something that I doubt it. But I don't know, anything's possible. Oh, this is the weird guy who wants to do like some kind of summoning ritual. So you gonna do a ritual? Yeah. Natural remedies. If I'm to truly captivate the magic of the region, I will require a series of natural materials to amplify my abilities. Our real work is yet to come. We must prepare nonetheless. I require some trace of fell energy for the demons of the Burning Legion. I do know they have a presence in Desolus. Seek them out there. Lastly, I require the scale of a basilisk, crystal spine basilisk to be more specific. This rare breed can be found on the Savage Coast of the Thranglethorn Vale. I am not running all around for you. You're just trying to summon stuff, dude. Whatever. Got anything cool? Nope. Good chat. Yeah, exactly, Lover. I mean, those quests can be fun, but like, I'm trying to do the quests I could do here. Like, I can circle back and do it later, but... Here's your Dragonmon medallions. I'll grab this. Okay, no more other quests from him. Talk to Vrograg's twin. Maybe Vrograg's brother? Angrier brother? Wait a minute, wait. Oh, this is, okay, that's the item I need. I thought this was a quest item, like I need to open it. Never mind, I'm good. You've recovered them? Advisor Ranag searches snatches the orders from your hand and quickly begins to read. These orders seem to contain plans for further invasions in the region. Detailed in these plans are further assaults upon Dun Cathaths, but more importantly on Shatterblade Post. These plans seem to be coordinated by Geshgan Blackhollow, one of the Dragonmaw captains. Bring this information to Commander Agnash. He will decide our next course of action. Okay. That's you, right? So they do intend to target us. Why wouldn't they, man? Geshgan Blackhollow, that name is familiar to me. When we first arrived in Grim Reaches, we conducted a series of investigations upon the Dragonmaw clan. Geshgan is a loyal captain who commands his own retinue of skilled and battle-hardened warriors. It is time that we put an end to his plans. Geshgan can be found lurking in the ruins of Stolgaz Keep to the northwest. I advise you to bring allies. For that forgotten place is filled with Dragonmaw warriors. Kill him and bring his head to me as proof. Okay. It's probably an elite, but as a 60, I can probably smash it. I mean, yeah, and again, Squanchy, to answer your follow question, I mean, they could. There's so much that we don't know, too. Again, no one's even been served papers, so a lot of it's just kind of up in the air. We don't We don't know. But we can all enjoy the comedy of Blizzard spending money to protect their IP when they could just spend money to make the game better. But they're that bitter that they won't. Okay, I gotta get some Shadowforge signets. All right, what's up, boys? Oh, you have a gouger? That's lame. He laughed at me. Yeah, fair enough. Hold on. Is a 75% chance to get a signet? I killed 3 and I got 0. Is it really 75%? Only time will tell. Should probably get another mage armor on. I'm still out. I still don't have any signets. That's kind of bad. And they keep getting the gouge off on me. Stop that. Just, it's not complicated. I got my first signet. It looks like another. Oh no! That's just a druid. Just jumping in, killing stuff. I think the agents do the gouge. Yeah. I've killed 7 and I've gotten 1. Yeah, I think the number's a little janky. You can ask designer Dave. I'm pretty sure he used to work at Blizzard. He's done some consulting work, I think, for the Turtle team. He floats around on the Discord and stuff. I think he worked more on Warcraft 3 though. But I mean, the observation remains. I mean, he could be someone you can get that kind of a answer from. No, the Gouger, he's back. All right, now the drop rate's going back to normal. As far as like me asking, it's like I know what ex-Blizzard employees would say. And it sort of doesn't matter because they're not the ones that did the lawsuit. Like, I know how people who care about games would feel about this. It's not like a mystery. It's just kind of common sense. Because, you know, they're like humans who think logically and rationally and really care about they care about this kind of stuff. All right, just get the gadge out of the way. Come on. Yeah, I think franchising would be like the best outcome. Probably the most unlikely, but the best outcome. It's just like, you have a valuable thing that people have demonstrably shown an ability to run better than you have. Why do a costly lawsuit, spend all this time when you can just be like, pay us money for us doing no work? Even a corporation can understand that one. That's not hard. What do I personally think the outcome will be of the lawsuit? It's way too early to know. I mean, if everything like push comes to shove, the merits of the lawsuit are valid. It is copyright infringement. Whether they settle that in court, out of court, whether they are facing a settlement, whether they seek damages, that kind of stuff, that's very hard to know. So like, yeah, if they had the if the court thing was happening, yes, they done infringed on copyright. I don't think many people are arguing against that. I think most of what's being said is that like, is that the best way to like deal with this? You know, there are more than one ways to defend your copyright in this case. Like we were just talking about with like a franchise thing. Just make them sign a piece of paper saying we, on behalf of Blizzard, we are franchising the rights to use this IP. We acknowledge we are not claiming any ownership over any property Blizzard's ever made. Bada bing, bada boom. Did I just do it? No, I didn't just do it. Did I not reset the timer? Why is it still saying 9 minutes? Oh wait, was it one of the ones where it's just... Oh, I just got Briarthorn. It threw me off. Okay. All right, I can reset the timer. Yeah, I mean, calling it out as like pirated software. I mean, dude, they're using the worst possible client to do this. Was Blizzard really protective over their terrible old client? Having done nothing about it, knowing about its existence for like a decade plus, and being like, well, you know, it's still our client. It's like, okay, I guess. All the time PvP asks, I want to get into Turtle because Epoch wasn't for me. Lots of rude players over there so far. That being said, I'd be starting from nothing. Any guilds over there that do content from the first to last raids? Yes, there are many groups that do that. If you want to get involved with them, what I would suggest is, depending on which server you roll on, you would want to go in the Discord and like look for guild posting and advertisements. They usually say what raids and content they're doing. Your name as all the time PvP. I don't know if you're planning on doing a PvE RP server, but there is a Telebim PvP server that might be a little bit more your speed, more your pace. Now that I've recovered some of the components, I would like to get my hands on some more complicated parts. Some time ago, my many steam tanks were destroyed during the war between the dwarves of Dun Cathas and the Dragon Maw. These once mighty machines sit idle in the countryside to the west and southwest, rotting away. Such complicated engineering is not something I can replicate here in the field. Find me 6 of these intricate parts from the wrecks around the region. I will make sure you are rewarded handsomely. I didn't see a cool transmog piece. I don't know how handsome it's going to be. I see. You could understand why your name was a bit misleading then. Trape of Groldran. Okay. I'll take it. I chose the reward. What are you talking about? Alright, let's get some of these transmogs going. Expedition boot, sure. Any other clothes I can equip? Not really. Let's clear out some of this. Maybe I see a rogue or something. I'll hand this off. Jewel crafting alt I'm working on. Did I put these on? I did put these on. Did they put a mailbox here? Probably not. Yeah, that's the innkeeper, so I don't see a mailbox here. So it is what it is. No Grag, my gnome Bankle. He gets all the fabric. They want me to go back out there to go get some more intricate parts. I can totally do that. Oh, did I just miss your quest? Shatterblade stew. Oh, that kind of sounds cool. What do you need? Loktar, friend. I am Bargolnak. I'm in charge of the cooking around here in town. If you know anything about being on the fringe, it's that things can get rather stale. It's my job to offer some variety to those that are stationed here. You would be surprised at what a change of meal can do to morale. The only ration that I have available is meat, and I'd like some variety. You should be able to find plenty of brown recluse all around Grim Reaches. If you could gather 6 recluse legs, it would go a long way to helping me out. Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen these brown recluses, but brown recluses are scary spiders in real life if you live in an area that has them. For those that don't know, their bites can be deadly, but not from poison. They have a sort of a necrotizing agent they put in your body that if you don't get treated soon enough, the necrotizing bacteria just like eats your body. Quite horrifying. Highly suggest not getting bitten by one. I had a coworker a long time that got bit by one, and he had to go to the hospital. They gave him some crazy pill. Definitely not a good time. Yep, exactly, the red aggro. Yeah, I remember I saw the hole it left, even after he got the treatment. Like, there was still, like, a hole. Like, he recovered later, but, I mean, it's still, like, it's pretty nasty stuff. Isn't there, oh, yeah. It should be 2. I can't do this again, can I? No, thought not. Yeah, the those recluses too, like the reason they're called recluses is that they live in like very quiet, dark areas. I think their natural prey is stuff like silverfish, kind of detritivores that live in the dark. So it's kind of, it makes going into dark basement areas kind of spooky in the areas where they are. More spooky than it already is, I guess. They only leave a little hole. Yep, that's nice of them. What nice guys, those wolf spiders. Alright, now I can go maybe check out the quest these guys had. And oh, there's a guy over in there I need to kill. Kids, oh wait, 10 minutes. Ah, Earthroot, boo. I think these are going to be, like, elite dudes. I mean, hopefully it won't be tough. It probably shouldn't be. Just even if you're a mage and you're doing AoE stuff, you can still get overwhelmed pretty easily. If you're not careful. I'm just gonna walk up. What's up, homie? Oh, what's this? Old Wildhammer book. Don't mind if I do. Oh, it's just a clickable that I can't use. Yeah, where's your guy's boss? Hold on. Geshkan. Let's tar Gesh. Okay, can I? Yeah, let's mark you with one of these. Huh. So maybe he is here? Is there like a way to get down low? Well, wherever he is, he's dead, but... Okay, yeah, he's got to be on another level. Oh, Lorazi's saying upstairs. I didn't see stairs up, but I believe you. just gotta find the way up, I guess. Oh, these guys aren't even elite. I don't know what I'm worried about. No. Stop being such a weirdo. I'm just here to destroy all of you guys. I don't need to kill everyone. I just want your boss. Okay. A renegade, huh? Okay. So I must have missed a stairwell or something, because I just made a big circle. Oh, this kind of seems to go up. I mean, they're just partying on dead dwarfs. That kind of feels bad. Okay, that's the way I went. This is the way I came from. How do you get upstairs? It's hidden? What do you mean it's hidden? You keep saying upstairs, Razia. I don't... Oh, wow, he actually is upstairs. But that doesn't help me get to him. It's hidden, though, huh? Is it... No? Maybe there's a way this way? Further to the left. I'm going as far left as I can. Ooh, wait a minute. Stairs, stairs. Grave of Ramiri. Yeah. Shoutouts. Ramiri, I'm sorry. Okay, we gotta work our way over to him. Oh, look at all these wild hammer dwarfs. They're still dead in their bed. Orcs didn't think to, like, maybe at least get rid of the corpses or anything. Oh, hey, buddy. All right, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Easy. I can go check out those other quests too. I still have space for four quests. There's a good amount of stuff here. This would probably be obviously like a lot more fun, I think, if I was doing it like at level, but I realized I had never actually done anything here and I wanted to check it out. I don't think I'm making boku bucks doing it. No, not really. And part of me is also just like curious about like the lore. Okay, not this spot. Over here maybe. I just realized this is a human. Alright, we read that guy's quest. What does Torlag want? You there, are you looking to head to Shatterblade Post? If so, I have a good friend who resides there, and I'm certain he could use a favor. Bargolnak is in charge of the cooking. Oh, we talked to him. Do me a solid and bring him 8 stonehide flanks from the local stonehide boars. I'm sure he would mean a lot. Oh. Oh, well that's... Oh, I mean, they're like, boars are everywhere, man. You couldn't do this? Come on. You're level 40, you could have handled this. Lazy peon. Now, he knocked me over from a charge, but was not adjacent to me. Interesting maneuver, Mr. Pig. Sure, that's not a bug. That's designed as intended. Everyone knows that. You can do it again. Okay. Sometimes I kill them quickly enough. Oh, someone from the Night Song Sentinels. Shoutouts to them. It's a good RP guild. If you're looking for an RP guild and you like Night Elves, I mean, that's the one for you. On Nordinar. Fade Leaf. I will get my ransom in Fade Leaf. Oh, it's hiding in the bushes. The one tap. Let's go. Yeah. No. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I don't know what that bug is. I don't know how I enabled it, but it's here. I only need a couple more flanks. Yeah, that one's dead. Oh, spider's still alive. I've got no spider legs yet. Oh, hopefully they drop more than one if you get it. Nope, that looks like just a hard to get Questra. Oh boy. Some parts of vanilla, I'm like, Turtle Team, do you have to emulate vanilla with your design sometimes? Is it necessary that some drops are like obnoxiously hard to get? No. Just me. Far be it from me. So there must be a path here. Oh, I see. And then that goes that way. Good to know. You knocked me down and I didn't stop casting. I feel like something's buggy with your ability, Mr. Pig. Who am I, though? Did I go around last time? I think I did. So this must be like the border between the two zones. We're like, oh, this is dwarf land. Get another one of these. Alright, got the last of my flanks. I'm gonna try these spiders, but oh wow, there's a lot more spiders down south. And the bone splitter seers that I need. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, those are all the southern quests. Alright. I maybe don't even need to worry about... There's just going to be more spiders down south. Oh, that's where the Alliance flight path is. Cool. I mean, if you're on the way, I'll kill you. I'm just not gonna go out of my way for the legs. Especially at 45%. That's crazy. All right, we got one leg. A lot of Khadgar's whiskers here. I thought I'd maybe find more Fade Leaf. Seems like the right level for it. It's comparable to Swamp of Sorrows anyway. I remember when I flew through here, when I was on the PTR, I remember it was like another swamp. And, you know, I remember just thinking of Dustwallow Marsh, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go there again. Oh, sweet. These are just kill quests, so I don't need, like, a drop off them. A Mind Flay, huh? Interesting. Because you did the particle effect and then it went away, so that's kind of weird. Something buggy's afoot. Yeah, he did it again. Huh. Like, oh, it's because I resisted, I think. Alright, that makes more sense. Are these all Wildhammer ancestors? I would assume. I don't know. Well, I guess the Dark Iron have like the coal black skin and the red eyes. So, hey, what's going on? Listen up, you jerk. Let the little one go away. Tongue babble. Over here. Ooh, there's grave moss in there. Hold on a second. I'll go deep for grave moss. You're hiding grave moss from me? I'm an herbalist. I sees you, and I want you, and I gotta have you. If you get that reference, you're a real one. What are you? Oh, you're a Skeleton. Okay. You're like a shadow creature. Hello, Progger. Give me the grave moss. It's mine. Also, I didn't realize Lubdubdub was here. Hello, Lubdub. Haven't heard from you in a while. Check his debuff. Reduces all damage taken by 99%. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with that. Wait, Frippy? Frippy? You cop? You have to tell me because I asked. One of these days I'm going to get one of you guys drop it in and be like, is this Turtle WoW? Yeah, it's Turtle WoW. Alright, what else do we need here? Need 4 more of the regular ghosts, I guess. Oh, thanks for saying so, Progrer. I really struggled with what I wanted to say most. Sorry. Thank you, Progrer, for the 2 primes. Appreciate that. Hold on, I have to get back. I can't kill him either. He has a buff that makes him take 99% less damage. You have all the information. Oh no, crap, guys. Crap, Frippy was with the cops. It's all over. Yeah, if you have any other questions, you feel free to ask. I just had a couple people drop in, and I'm like, yeah. It's usually a way of people. I can usually tell if they're new to watching my stream because I'm sorry. The only kind of WoW I've ever played on my streams has been Turtle. So most people know me from Turtle WoW. Oh yeah, Progrer. I mean that's being diplomatic's part of it, and also balancing that with how I was trying to like weigh out how much of me being upset is warranted in this moment. Like, am I just upset? Oh, where is this? Oh, bet. I can help then. Right. So apparently this is a quest item to do this. Yeah, he said he has the item to do it. Need water? Yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do is just try to recognize like where you're upset, why you're upset, right? And for me, a lot of that had to do with understanding the people that were hurt unnecessarily by the lawsuit, you know, and kind of focusing on that. It's easy to, you know, watch like, you know, Turtle WoW and Blizzard kind of have a pissing match. That's entertaining, but the people that are hurt are really the people that I'm concerned about. All right. You are level 41. What kind of water do I make? So that's 5, 15, 25, 35, 45? I think this is the right stuff. Nope, it's this stuff. This is the stuff I make. Sorry, had to find the right make. There is always love for Shagu in this chat. Forever and always. We are Shagu stands in this chat. My Theralendra seeds are off cooldown. Oh, wait. Oh, he went this way. Alright, let's go overkill. No, don't take threat! You fool! Okay, he's healing himself. He's good. He's good. It's okay, everyone. He'll survive. Oh, wait. More grave moss. Gonna grab the grave moss. Glad to have helped. How do I get over there? So it looks like it's this way, right? And then I have to turn. Oh, okay. Now, some of these walls, they almost kind of feel hidden. Oh, it's on the other side of this? What's going on? Come on. Let me in. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I thought I'd gotten to somewhere I shouldn't get. Okay, how do I get over there? Oh boy, he's getting beat up. I thought he could find his way out, but apparently not. Ah, there's grave moss. Ah, I'm sure he'll be fine. All right, sorry. Before I took my break, I was hanging out with his NPC and smoking some shisha. Yeah, like Shagu's a real one. He's very upset that he was targeted at all, and targeted erroneously, especially after the time he had the month before. You know, I can't say enough how, like, it's really messed up that happened. You know, it's just irresponsible and reckless. Like, I think I would be, I don't know how it would look for it to be the shoe be on the other foot, right? But I would expect more from, like, if the Turtle WoW team did that, I would be upset. You know, they actually dropped the document with, like, Shagu's, like, real name and, like, where he lives. I would be just as upset. When am I gonna do my next event? Man. Man, Frony, why do you gotta be like one of those audience who remembers that I do events? Can't you be like just like one of my audience who like forgets that I do events? I don't have any planned. I keep wanting to do them and then not doing them. Is the long and short of it. Not because I hate events or anything, just because, like, it's just so much work. And I think about my weekends and I'm like, I could have like a fun, relaxing weekend, or I could be stressed. And I like doing the events that I've done in the past. It's just, getting a date, working everything out with, like making sure the RP people know, because many of them like to join and they don't want to double book with my event, right? That's step one. Then I need to like get a bunch of, I need to get judges, or I need to figure out how I want to run the event. Then I need like an entry fee. I need to make a post. And then when I run it, I have to run a stream while also doing all the introductions. I have to set up a challenge page to make sure everyone can register. And then, of course, when the day comes, there's going to be a bunch of people like, hey, I didn't register. Can I show up? You know, and then I need to handle all the money. And again, I'm running the stream. What I really need is like a team of people that will help me do it. But anytime I've floated the idea out, I get like, I don't know about all that. Like, all right, well, next time I have energy to do all those things at once, maybe I'll run an event. So, ask not what Vrograg can do for you, but ask what you can do for Vrograg for events. I need some voluntolds. You know what I'm saying? I need some people that I can boss around and be like, hey, I need this one thing done that I used to do all the time, but I don't have time to do. Everyone wants to handle the money, Feronia. That's the easy, fun part. I need people that can, like, handle registrations, look up people's names, make sure they're in the audience. I need, like, a stagehand who will, like, be watching my stream and be able to signal the next person to go on, so I'm not waiting like a idiot being like, can Blue Bell come up? Can Blue Bell please come up to the stage? And then, you know, Blue Bell has a great outfit or whatever for the transmog competition, but turns out they just happen to be like going to take a smoke break right before I need them on stage. Many such stories. Then I get heartburn. Then I can't sleep well that night. Same thing for PvP events too. Oh, someone's happy you're home. Oh, okay. Well, that's good, because it's probably a good time for me to wrap up, because you got home. I'm gonna... Smurrog, everyone. You good. I was on a roll complaining about running events. She stopped me dead in my tracks. Well, yeah, and Lorazia, you're in my Discord. Remember, like, go take a look at the last transmog competition event posting I did. Look how much I wrote, and look how little anyone else did. And I had to, like, tag people repeatedly to, like, get them to do stuff. By the way, no shame. It's all volunteer stuff, so I'm not, like, mad at people that want to help, but, like, I need, like... very, very, you know, I'm willing to work on, part of the problem too is that, like, well, the time I schedule things, not everyone's available for. Like, I recognize that. Man, it was like... Yeah, I need to, like, start a production company. That's what I need. Trade one stress for an even greater stress. It's called Vrograg Entertainment Limited. I need, like, I'm like the talent and the producer, right? But I need, like, a director. I need, like, a co-producer. I need a couple stage grips, a couple boom mic holders, camera people. You know. Somehow, I took a lot of work and still made it a bunch of work. Guess I think I have a problem. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out today. Murrog's back home, so that means I'm going to turn into a pumpkin if I don't go bring in the groceries. Which I want to do. I want to bring in the groceries. That's my thanks for saying, hey, you got me the groceries. All right, so we'll wrap it up there. Thank you everyone to drop by. Had a good time. Remember, if you get stressed out about the lawsuit stuff, take a step back, take a deep breath. Remember, it's a game. It's not that serious. Keep things in focus, you know, and be supportive of the people that need it. And in the places where you can, you know, speak your truth about the situation if you have a chance. You know, let people know how you feel, you know, how it's impacting you, but don't get bogged down by it if you can. Because remember, we're trying to have fun with the game. We're not trying to have it affect us in the real world unless it's positive. So, all right. Okay. So, as always, guys, take care of yourself. Take care of one another when you're playing games. Keep in mind the idea is to have fun. So do that first. And as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Bye, guys.